So let's see what other elements I could choose to play with. If I want to drop a catalog around it here at the text here, I could just come down, use my file element, meaning that whoever accesses it can always download a catalog. Let's see, I think I can still drop a catalog on this table. I can still drop a catalog right there, so that whoever wants to view a catalog can see it right there. So I could still come down here, drop a catalog at this point. So catalog will also help them to learn more about your, of course, your hotel, just like we did this for hotel. So we could just call this our catalog. So this becomes a file which they will be downloading. So it becomes kindly download our catalog. Alright, so we have it right there. Great. So once that is done, you can of course come down here, pick any of the PDF files that you have on your local machine you want to use. So it's expected that you may have fully designed your catalogs. So once I have that, I'm going to populate my PDF, assuming that's my catalog design. I can then come over, it's now saved, I can then come over and save it right there. So we have a catalog right there. What else can we embed right there? Let's say at this point I can just say, to get all of this deal, why not opt in? I'm going to add 2 more actions right there. Okay, before we go out here, at this point, maybe the user gets to this point, I can then say provide us with your details. I want to get an opt-in. So right on the tour there, the user can give us its opt-in details. So I have my opt-in details right here. I want to customize it right there. So at this point it comes in here. I could say, how about we contact you? So you could still drop the same message right here. You can always get this shortened up, right? Then you're expected to select the autoresponder if you've gotten anyone connected, or if you don't have, you can use local, which means your leads will be saved to your account on VRO Agency 360 degree. Then you can also come down here, check if there's any option to set your email limits. You can then come over to save this. So this is going to populate or pop up an opt-in form where your user at this point, when he or she gets a tour around to that point, he will then be required to put in his first name and his email address for you to always get back to him or her. So still on the tour right here, let's see what more element we're trying to play around with virtually all the hotspot tools we have right there, and of course others. You can try it out yourself. So let's come back to this door. We're saying at this door, assuming the tour gets to that point and the user wants to get to see other rooms, so you can then come use the hotspot element called jump. So once you hit on jump, you drop it right here. So it is more like the user is assessing, wants to assess other room. So you click again. Once you select that, you click it for it to load so that you customize it. So you're giving dates, go to premium room. Right, so once you have go to a premium room, all you need to do is to come right here, select which of the rooms that is your 360 degree image you want to take them into. So just selected that. Once you have that selected, you can see the check icon there. Or you need to do scroll back inside here and do save. So you've actually created a jump to the next VRO tour. At this point, you can then come over to save your entire setup. If there are no other stuffs you want to add, you can then come over and hit on save. Then all your designs will be fully saved for you, which you can then see right back here. This is your design you just finished, Hotel Mario's. So from your design right here, you can always come back to preview your design. You can install your design. You can also set up the subdomain. You can come back to the edit, which will take you back to the studio where we are. Still within the same action here, you can still see the option to preview. You can see the option to install, and of course share. But you have more options when you get back to your campaign collections. Alright, so back to dashboard on where you can get your campaign collections. Right here you can see the campaign or Hotel Mario's we've set up. Then clicking on the three dotted menu options right here, you can of course always go back to edit what you've set up. You can click to preview. So right on preview here, you can get to see all we did here. So if you hit on our VIP reserve, if you click on it, it pops up and say, hey, you can secure this section with just $250 pre-order. Once you hit on cart, it redirects to your order form. And once the user also clicks on this, it pops up the message to download the catalog. Kindly download a catalog, so you can hit to download it. So this is really how interactive this can go. And if you come to your preview here, say welcome video, if you do hit on the welcome video, it also pops the display to play up your welcome video, which you already are set up at this point right there. So this loads it up to play your video, so you could see the welcome videos. If there are other instructions you want to give to your visitors as they come to your virtual tour reality page, then you can have it all shown here once they play it. You have some more configurations you can set up right there. So it's going to display the video for you. I think it's trying to call up the video before it plays it. Going down to see other stops we added right here, you could see the opt-in form we added. You could hear about how about we contact you. So once you click on it, it pops up for you to set up your opt-in leads right there. So that's coming up right now. So having it up. Great. So you have a detail shown like this. How about we contact you? All you need to give is to provide your name here. So you could have Martins, and you provide your email address right there at gmail.com, and it's going to handle this right on your tour. You're already building leads, so that's how powerful the VRO Agency 360 degree is. So once you do that, the system automatically processes this. You can also come over to enjoy the music, which was added. Once you hit on it, it's also going to pop it up for you to play the music, which was added for you to have some music played. So you have it shown there. Then coming back to our door, which we are looking at the entry or exit door, you can then say go to our premium room. So once our visitor clicks on it, it's going to take the visitor to the other room, which is our other 360 degree virtual tour room. So right here you can see the room. So if you had other hotspots which you've set up, you can of course see it here. You can have a complete tour of the entire room shown right here. This is quite awesome. This is quite unique. So that's how you can go around getting the entire preview on your system tour right there. Then coming back here, you can of course choose to install your setup. Now, what are the options you have? If you want to install this, you have the options to set out how your final product will look like. Do you want to auto load when possible, show full screen button, enable zoom controlled mouse? If you say no, or this turns it off, if you say yes, it comes up, right? So once you're done with that, it is the configurations you have at this point that will determine what the elements you will have on the properties. So if you want it as HTML, you can of course copy here, copy the code right there to embed on any section of the website. If you want it as just embed just the script, you can copy this and drop it wherever you want to have it, on any of the HTML site, your WordPress site, or wherever you have intention of dropping it, you can do so. And if you want to just share the link, you can of course pick this link up, share it to wherever you want to share it, and right from your account on VR Agency, you could have your link being shared virally. More to these options is what you also get when you come back to the system right here. So right back on the campaign dashboard, you can also see the option to call your subdomain. So you can give a subdomain whatever you want to give it, and a quick subdomain will be created for you. If you want to call this, of course we call this Hotel Mario's, right? So once you have it as Hotel Mario's, you see a subdomain has been created for you, so you could just save it up. And VR Agency handles that for you, creating your subdomain and showing that it has been updated. And that's the link you can always use when you come to share. But something interesting again is that you can link up your own custom domain. And this is how it looks like. To achieve this, you have to log into your domain registrar. You have to go to your DNS settings. You have to click Add and select URL redirect record from the drop-down list. Then you complete the field listed on your host. You have to use the @ symbol, or you use www, or you use the subdomain where you want to redirect. Then on your value, we're expected to copy the entire of this value and drop it inside of the value form field. So if you copy this and you pick the redirect type masked or frame. So let's say you have a domain with domain providers like Namecheap, just like you have here. So on Namecheap, you can come over to manage to allow you to see what you need to do if you want to hook up your own custom domain. So at this point, you want to ensure that your domain is always on Namecheap basic DNS. Once it's there, you can always come down to advanced DNS. So on advanced DNS, once you scroll down, you can see we have redirect URL record. You can delete this, and you can then come back to add record. Once you scroll down, you'll see the URL redirect record. So at the point of host, you're expected to either put @ or you put www, just like you can see it here. And on your destination, you're expected to drop this URL. And at this point, you're expected to use mask. So once you're done here, you can hit on save, and this will help mask your URL for you. So that's exactly what you're required to do at the point of setting up a custom domain. And you can also, of course, get to share your links, and this gets it to go viral. You can share it across Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, WhatsApp, Pinterest, and Reddit. So that's really how powerful you can go with your created virtual store with our virtual agency 360 degrees. Thank you. So watch out for the next video on 360 Degree Creator.